475 delegates are up for grabs in our state. So let's bring in political analysts Max Zilber and Hernan Molina to talk a little bit about the battle for California. So guys, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thanks
so it's so strange. We have the two frontrunners who have the greatest negative ratings of anybody in modern political history.
Yep.
The one guy everybody likes is trailing the frontrunner. Can you explain that when it comes to California?
Unusual season, to say the least. Obviously, the fact that, as you just enumerated, has shown that this is completely unusual. It's also hard to predict what's going to happen in November.
I think we can also see that.
Let's start in June, though. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, no, I'm saying even with that poll that we just saw there showing Hillary well ahead of Bernie Sanders, but as we were talking, if you look at some of these rallies, he's still bringing in these huge crowds.
Well, when we say everybody likes him, I think part of it is precisely because he's not the presumptive nominee. We saw John Kasich later on in the Republican primary get these great national favorable ratings because nobody had to worry about him eventually becoming president. I think if people started training their fire on Bernie Sanders, his favorables might not be quite so gaudy among independents.
Well, but there is also a reality that a lot of people have these issues with Hillary Clinton, one of them being her credibility, which is in every poll she has problems with that.
For 20 years, yeah.
What about her strategy here, deciding not to debate here and saying, I'm just going to sort of ignoring Bernie Sanders, dismissing him, and saying, I'm going to focus on Donald Trump. She doesn't even bring Sanders into the conversation.
No. I think it's wise from the standpoint that all she has to do is not fumble the ball to hold on to this game. And a debate is an opportunity to fumble the ball fundamentally. The only way this hurts her is if it angers Sanders to the extent that he doesn't endorse her or he holds out for longer than he otherwise would.
She really doesn't need to debate any longer. She is almost the presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party.
475 delegates up for grabs. What do you think the split's going to be?
Most likely, I would say 51, 52% for Hillary and the rest for Bernie Sanders. If not, if she doesn't get even some more.
One big advantage that Sanders is going to have delegate-wise is that a lot of them are allocated by congressional district, which means that red-leaning districts which have fewer Democratic voters have the same number of delegates as a heavily blue San Francisco district. Bernie could clean up in the Inland Empire and the Central Valley, places with more his type of working-class voters.
All right, as we turn to the general election here, let's ask you about this new ad that Trump has out today. Last week, Hillary went after Trump, and now it's his term, apparently. Here's the new ad that he posted, Trump posted on his Instagram page.
I was very nervous.
No woman should be subjected to it. It was an assault.
He starts to ride on my top lip, and I try to pull away from him.
We should mention that that's Juanita Broderick, is the woman here who alleged that she had been raped by Bill Clinton. And at the very end of that ad, you hear the laugh, the Hillary laugh. What do you make of this? Is this going to be effective?
Look, I don't think that voters think that Bill Clinton is Bill Cosby. They know what they think in the 1990s, and Trump's ad comes across.
Some people think it is a Bill Cosby.
Trump's ad comes across as if he's trivializing rape, I think.
I think the issue that what they are trying to say is not so much that Bill Clinton is or not a rapist. They're trying to focus on Hillary's attitude towards the accusations of some women against her husband that he actually abused, that he went beyond the line. The problem for her, again, goes to her credibility. Either you stand firmly on the side of women and denounce any type of abuse, including the one from your husband, or you don't. And that's where he may poke some holes. However, I don't think the voters in general will just vote on this. And this issue has obviously litigated in the press and in the public
for decades.
So you really don't think that this has gone beyond the pale? You don't think that showing that Hillary Clinton laughing, dubbing in a laugh that had nothing to do with the topic at hand, as if she's laughing at women who claim rape? You don't think that's
consistent with what Trump has done all along?
Yes, it is. It's over the top, and the fact that Trump immediately pans to his "Make America Great Again" exclamation mark after bringing up rape, I think voters will see it as trivializing the subject, and women will be turned off by Trump's ads.
Unless you're talking about preaching to the choir, which already hates both Trump and his wife, Clinton.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's move on for just a minute. Let's check out the new ABC News Wall Street Journal poll. It has, in the general election, 46 to 44% Trump. That's right, Trump, everybody. That's within the margin of error. Clinton was leading Trump by 9 points back in March.
So here's the cover of the New York Post today, responding to that poll showing the pole vault, Trump leaping over Hillary there.
Too early for polls, guys, to worry about what they're saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You know, it feels a little bit like deja vu because in 2008, only 48% of Hillary Clinton voters in May said that they would vote for Barack Obama. 33% said they'd be with McCain. Sanders voters are actually already supporting Hillary at a higher rate than Hillary voters were supporting Obama back then.
Yes. I think it's way too early. We have a very long campaign ahead of us. And once the Democratic Party definitely has a candidate which is going to be Hillary Clinton, they are all going to galvanize behind her, unite behind her, because one thing that they cannot deal with is having a Republican in the White House, much less Trump.
All right. Mac, Hernan, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it. And now, we're going to read your tweets, your Facebook posts.
Yeah.